Alright, we are ready to head out. Now this is, in my opinion, one of the most unique developments here in Houston right now. And it's just fascinating what you can do with an empty space. Hey guys, welcome to the channel, welcome to the vlog. I hope you guys are crushing it in life. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. In today's video, I'm gonna take you to one of Houston's most unique real estate plays, at least most unique to me that I am aware of as of today. It is actually the opening of a new location in Houston, Texas, and this is historical for us here in Houston. But more importantly, I want to show you guys a real estate play. As you all know, I'm an industrial developer here in Houston, Texas, and this is a property that I believe was used very uniquely, and I know you guys will appreciate. These are things that you can do with open, large spaces, such as industrial real estate, which is why I think this is extremely relevant, and I think this is something that we should not look over upon, meaning this is something that we should consider when developing industrial real estate. Of course, this is also the first video in which we are going to be driving the SLS together. Now, it's ever since I took possession of the SLS, I promised you guys a review. I haven't done the review just yet. I'm going to hold that off for another video, but in today's video, we are going to drive the SLS, and I'm going to give you guys a couple of comments on the vehicle. I absolutely love the car. There's a couple of things that I do not like about the car, but mostly and overall, they're all good things. So that's something that I am excited to share with you guys as well. And of course, we have the Dubai Police G-Wagon right behind us. We've got the SL 450 back there. We have the SLS right behind me, and we are gonna take it for a drive. Let's go. But of course, first things first. Let's hear that cold start. Sounds amazing. This is one of the reasons that I absolutely love the SLS, and that is that exhaust note. This was the last naturally aspirated 6.3 or 6.2 rather liter engine, and it sounds amazing. It is pure German muscle. Woo! And just like that, we're ready to head out. It is a beautiful day here in Houston, Texas, and one thing I have noticed about the SLS over my AMG GTS is that the front portion of the vehicle is actually a little taller, a little longer than the AMG GTS was. So I have to be a little more careful while driving, but it is a very similar experience. So we just got to the first meeting point before we actually head to this unique piece of real estate. We got a couple of guys, and of course we're gonna go because it is the opening of this location. So it's definitely something that I want to show you guys. I love the cars. Of course, there's gonna be a lot of exotic cars where we're going right now, but I want to show you guys this unique real estate play that I think is going to be absolutely insane. The person who thought of this, I think it's about time we had something like this in Houston, and I think it's very much needed. I think they're going to do fairly well in Houston real estate, and I think this gives me a couple of ideas, and hopefully gives you a couple of ideas through my eyes, through this lens, to do something in the real estate space that is this unique. And let's quickly take a look at some of the cars that we have heading here. We have this AMG GT. I believe this is a first edition, so this is absolutely gorgeous. We got an M3 over there. I believe that's an E90 or E92, I'm not sure. Whatever the code is. As we have the SLS, the Goldwing, and we've got a Ducati ready to roll. So we got a couple of guys, and we are getting ready to roll out in I think just a couple of minutes. These guys don't play. They just flew past me and now I gotta catch up to them. So we just got here and there's a bunch of exotic vehicles behind me, around me. Honestly, everywhere I look, there's a bunch of exotic vehicles. So let me give you guys a quick tour. But the real thing that we're gonna see after the quick tour, of course, because we have such beautiful cars and I know you guys wanna see them, we're gonna take a look at
Hamza!
that thing down. Hey Danny boy, what's up man? You all right? All right, so we're gonna take a look at industrial real estate at its finest, and we're gonna talk about what these people have done and what type of concepts they have brought here to Houston, which is why I know you guys follow me for that, so we're gonna talk a lot about that and hopefully we get to see inside. I think we will get to see inside today, and I'm gonna get to show you guys what they have done, man. That's awesome. So this is something new that I'm not used to. They're actually taking pictures of a model in my car. Now this is something, of course, in my AMG GTS, I don't think people, you know, wanted to do that, but in this, oh my God, look at this. This just looks amazing, and they're filming basically, and that's pretty awesome. I think that is amazing. Look at this Lambo, man. Look at this color. I love this color. I've actually thought of buying an S-Class and doing this wrap or a similar wrap to it because I think they look sick with this wrap and black wheels. Of course, I haven't done it yet, but I have been thinking about doing that. Let me know if you guys think that's a cool idea. Okay, look at this right here. Beautiful. Ooh, look at this. Look at this Mercy with the doors open and everything. This is wild. And of course, no car meet or no car, and of course, no car show would be complete without a Rolls hanging out somewhere in the corner. Look at this Rolls. It's beautiful. Of course, got all the Beamers lined up perfectly. It was gorgeous. Oh, look at that one. That one's on bags.
Guys, we have our vendors out here. We have Rockstar Energy, we have Heineken, and we have JB Inspires.
Wouldn't be a car show without Danny speaking on his mega mic.
Come out, get
Just
it,
wouldn't.
it's all gone.
And of course, we've got the gorgeous SLS with the doors open, so that gives me a chance to show you guys the interior of my vehicle. I don't know if I've done this before or not, but this is what it looks like. Look at that. Just beautiful. We've got a couple of R8s, a GT4, and of course the McLaren Club right here. Look at that, beautiful. And we have the Rockstar. What is that? Is that Silverado? Rockstar Silverado over there? That's pretty cool. Okay, that's enough of the cars. Let's go take a look at the real estate, which is what we're primarily and mainly interested in. Look at that industrial product. Look at all of this real estate behind me. It's gonna be so much fun. It's gonna be excellent. This is the real reason I am here, and that is, look at this way of utilizing this real estate. This was a piece of industrial real estate once upon a time, and today, look at it. It is just full of people and they have set up this beautiful and amazing food court here, and I think this is beautiful use for the real estate. I'm gonna give you guys a tour of all the restaurants and what we have going on, but in the meantime, I also want to tell you guys about the real estate and how significant this piece of real estate is, and a little bit of its location. So this piece of real estate was an industrial park that was right next to downtown Houston, and what ended up happening is I think it was abandoned for like the longest time because they couldn't find a good source and a good use for it. So what ended up happening is it was literally empty for years until we had a smart Houston real estate developer come in and build all of this. And look at this. Now this is, in my opinion, one of the most unique developments here in Houston right now. And it's just fascinating what you can do with an empty space. It's almost like they had this empty warehouse that was probably an abandoned distribution center, and they were able to convert it into all of this. Let me show you guys what this staircase in front of me is looking like. Now I know this is an amazing concept, and what you can see over here is that there is a lot of vacancy, which means the place is quite empty and you can probably do a lot of stuff here. Look at this, the entire second floor, which I think is leased out, which means it's probably occupied, but you have it empty completely. This could be one tenant, multi-tenant, it could be a variety of different and amazing things, and this is exactly what I do when I build my warehouses, right? I leave them open, as you guys have seen, and then as the tenants move in, we kind of put the walls in and see what each tenant needs, which I think is really super important when it comes to building and cost effectiveness of your development. Okay, so this obviously ends over here because we are in a construction zone, but I want to take a moment and show you guys the spectacular view that you would have once everything up there is opened up. There's also supposed to be a patch of 5 acres that you can walk on right here, and I'm gonna take a look at that, and we're gonna take a look at it together actually. But in the meantime, once again, look at the phenomenal view from up here. You have retail or office on both sides that is vacant right now, but I assume this will fill up pretty well and quickly in 2022, just because, you know, a lot of people, including myself, by the way, I have a little surprise in the next video, but including myself, are heading back to the office. So lots of people getting back to work, heading to the office, and I think this is going to be really, really significant. And this is going to be like literally a changer in the Houston business environment, I think. I am literally like a kid in a candy store. I can't tell you how much I'm looking at the architecture, at the construction, at the materials. I'm literally studying everything and making notes because this is amazing even for my smaller scale developments. I'm taking ideas from here that I think would work well even in my office warehouse developments. That's why sometimes, guys, even when you feel like the project may not be relevant to your business, you need to go and take a look. And when you take a look, you get crazy ideas that you may not have thought about if you are in the construction space and you understand what sourcing material is like right now, or what, for example, like those AC vents are doing there. You know, these are all things that in essence are important because they teach you the architecture and how to even do things efficiently, which I'm looking here, and there are a lot of efficiencies, which means they've actually saved a lot of money by doing a lot of things a certain way. That's something that I'm interested in for sure, and learning about as well, of course. And this is probably one of the best ways to utilize a roof. Look at what they've done. The entire roof has become a deck that you can now either host events on, host parties on, and actually use as usable real estate. Now, of course, real estate here close to downtown Houston is very expensive, which is why something like this makes absolute sense. But you can take something from this even for your smaller office warehouse developments, and that is something that I've talked about before, and I talk about privately with some of you who are involved in development, which is landscaping. Landscaping is extremely important. It's a very cheap function overall and gives your property the aesthetics, the design that it needs in order to be a successful development. And look at how they've landscaped this. This is absolutely gorgeous. Detail and see what they've done as far as landscaping. And then you have more landscaping, and I'm guessing that's a light that turns on at night, and more features here to give it that outside city vibe and effect. This is going to be so beautiful once it's at normal levels of occupancy that are here. And look at all this landscaping. Once again, great job. Oh my god, I just figured out that they have an entire concert area on the roof, which is crazy, and they have like a bar or something all the way back there. So that's pretty cool that they have that. And I guess, oh, look what I just see. So another cool feature is that we can actually look at our cars all the way up here. Let me show you guys what I'm seeing. And the crazy thing is that this development was literally abandoned, not desired, and was left empty for a very long time. And now all of a sudden you have all this life, all this movement, things have completely changed. The other thing you guys also need to realize is that once a development like this comes in your area, in your neighborhood, your real estate prices actually go up significantly as well. So now guess what? All the sellers, even around this development, are going to be asking for more money because now their real estate is located next to this desired asset, which is called the Post Houston, right? And so, you know, these are things that you really have to consider, that you really have to think about. We all knew that the Post Houston was coming. When it did, all this real estate got bought out, and you know, things are just crazy. I mean, just look at how many people there are over here. Look at this. It's just full of life. This completely changes the dynamics of this area, right? Even the demographics of this area now. And now you are in a place that is completely different than it was a couple of years ago. That was an insane experience. We're heading down. Look at this view, guys. And to think, just a couple of years ago, this was an undesired piece of real estate. How crazy is that? From not being desired to now, everybody wanting to be here and this becoming the new spot. And that is something that you can take away from, right? When I come here, I look for ideas, I look for innovative things that'll help me build a better product for myself at probably 1/10 the cost, because they've taken the time, they've done the research, they put all the money into the design, and now all I can do is take bits and pieces from it and use that in my development. Alright guys, I just wanted to bring you guys here, show you guys what the Post Houston looks like from the inside, and tell you why I come to places like these at the launch. They really energize me and they give me ideas for my own development. I'll see you guys next time. Take care and watch out for the next video, because I am going to be talking about my future office.